Hey guys, it's Hunt for Games. Welcome back for more Hunt for Game news. So as you can see, I'm doing things a little differently this week. I've been doing Hunt for Game news for a couple months now, although I missed the past couple of weeks. E3 totally screwed me up along with some vacations, but it's no excuse. We're back in it. But I've been doing it just kind of like talking at the screen, and while that's been fun, it doesn't really match like me and what I normally do and how I normally talk about game news. So I figured I'd, approach this the same way that I do with my friends. Like, we're talking about game stuff while I'm playing games. So I'm going to play some of my favorite games. This week we got Final Fantasy XI, which I'm sure most of you have encountered before. I'm just going to hop on and do whatever I feel like doing today. I think today I'm just going to do some meriting on Eshka Zeta with Puppet Master. Try and decide if I want to like get back into leveling and playing some Puppet Master. But yeah, that's from Quiffin. Man, it's been a while actually, guys. Jesus. So we'll find out. I guess I should sub Ninja for that. Anyways, let's get into Hunt for Game news. We got some good stuff this week. I wasn't sure I was making this list, and I was like, man, a lot happened this week. So last week was the Amazon Prime Day, and Oculus Rift was announced to be dropped kind of simultaneously, unrelated, but to $400. The Oculus Rift was previously $600 without the controllers. This was $400 with the two motion plus tracking controllers. I forget what they're called, which is awesome and crazy. Ooh, are my macros set up for Ninja and Pup with the latest gear? Probably not. So this is big news because that means it's priced at the same price as the PlayStation VR, which is really cool. And the games for it are a little bit more approachable with PlayStation and everything, but obviously the hardware is a little bit behind, just in general. Oh, I don't have any... Where's my knee in Nutsuzemi? So, I was really tempted to get this. I almost, couldn't resist the thrill. This is impossible to discuss this while typing Nutsuzemi. I really wanted to try VR last year, especially when I was playing like Elite Dangerous and some more cockpit games. It was almost irresistible to draw. And it's just new tech. It's stuff that I find really cool. I love the concept of VR. But realistically, I'm not really playing any games that would take advantage of VR right now. There aren't any games out there for VR that I feel like are must-own games. And just overall, it's still expensive. I mean, $400 is still expensive. Now, there was a brief window where it was on sale on Amazon for $400 plus a $100 gift card for Amazon, which is essentially based on how much money I spent on Amazon already. Did I just pick Quiff from Island? Yeah, I guess. $300, and that was really tempting. I almost couldn't resist that, but ultimately I still think the resolution on those screens is a little bit too low, so I decided to wait. I resisted, and then it went out of stock anyway. Forcing my hand. But I wanted it bad. I almost couldn't resist that. It just seems so cool. I've done this in a while, so we'll see if I remember how to do this whole Ashka stuff. Man, so that was crazy. Let me know if anybody bought the Oculus Rift while it was on sale, or it's still, at that price. Like, that is still the current price. Once that sale ends, which I think is some summer window, it's going to go to $500 standard for that package. They've already said that they are working on the next iteration with some higher resolution, along with a $200 headset that's wireless, and that looks like it's sort of going to bridge the gap, just in terms of offerings. There's going to be the more expensive version that's meant for gaming, and then like the $200 wireless version that's supposed to compete more with like the gear, Samsung gear. So cool stuff. Really pumped. Can't wait for those announcements. I'm going to try and hold off. Ultimately, a lot of what I want to do with it right now isn't. It's not really playing the games I want to play. Like, I want to play an MMO in VR, but there isn't one. That's not like a thing. I'd love to play cockpit games in VR, like the new Ace Combat game. I'm really going to want it for that. Elite Dangerous, when I do get into that would be really cool. But I don't love Elite Dangerous. This is where we're stuck right now. What else do I need? I need King of Hearts, I guess? And, Let's go with Zide too. I always enjoy a good Zide. So cool stuff. Anyways, moving on from the Oculus, although cool news. We have Albion Online released today. So Albion Online has been in development for what seems like forever. I remember hearing about it a long time ago, and I got like very excited about what they were saying conceptually, that it was going to be a cross-platform across mobile and PC, isometric top-down, really cool ideas from an RPG standpoint of just like, I don't want to go here at all. Why did I pick this one? I was just really pumped. It was a lot of things that I get really excited about with MMOs when they announce this kind of stuff. Now, having said all that, it wasn't anywhere near release. They kept like kind of pushing it back. That was a while ago. That was like a year and a half ago. And then I just was looking at it the other day and it was like, hey, it's released. I really am tempted to buy this. So I've been watching a lot of videos trying to understand more about the game. I really don't have time to play like another MMO right now and get into it. And it's definitely the kind of game I think you'd have to really invest yourself in. It's buy to play now. It was originally going to be free to play and they changed that model, which I don't think is a bad idea. I think that'll really help with the community in general. The people that will be playing it will be people that are very interested in the game. It's a sandbox game, and I've always really wanted to get into a sandbox. I started my MMO career with Final Fantasy XI, which, while far more sandboxy than a lot of theme park games these days, in terms of just like how the game was approached, how MMOs were approached back then with grinding, and there was a lot that was still left up to the player, and like whatever you thought you could get away with. I feel like these days things have kind of been narrowed down a little bit more in terms of how you approach certain stuff. Am I going the right way? I thought over here, I guess it's just up higher than I remembered. I gotta summon my little dude. Anywho, super excited. It's actually really hyped up right now. Like, people are very pumped about the release of Albion Online. So I might not be able to resist. I might get it. Let me know if you guys are getting it. What do you guys think about Albion Online? If any of you are playing it, have played it, and you're just like, please no, stay away. Don't be a fool, Hunter. I'd love to know. It seems like a really cool concept. I don't want to go into too much about like why. Just a lot of like how the skill progression the system works. It's very open. It's all based on like what gear you're wearing. Is stuff chasing me? Which is rumbling the screen. This Eshka weapon is gonna. It didn't. How about this one? It's gonna be way too close. There's no way. Escape. So it seems cool. I think it's like $30, which is better than it could have been. But it has a lot of things that I always kind of wanted, where you can like make progression in a lot of different open ways. It's very social. The core concepts of how the game it's a player-driven economy. Everything in the game has been crafted by other players. Your skills are based on what you're wearing. It's full loot PvP, full loot drop. So when you die, you drop everything you're wearing, which does add a lot of tension. Now the gameplay is kind of basic. It's designed to work on mobile as well as PC, so it's a little bit. Anyways, let me know what you think. I'm babbling on about Albion Online because I'm excited. But what else? Final Fantasy XII was released last week, and I bought it. I'm going through a whole Let's Play series in a different way than I have in the past. This is a full hunt for Let's Play, like start to finish, no cuts, no edits. You guys are going to see everything I do. Because a lot of you guys have been asking for that. And it's not... The only reason I've avoided it in the past is because when cutscenes play during games I have played or haven't played before... Look at me, I'm not even playing the game. Did I? Oh, good, it's not there. I kind of just like shut down to watch the cutscene. Just both because like that's how I enjoy cutscenes. I need to like absorb them, kind of like a movie, and also because no, just that first one. I just like to watch them, especially for a game I've never played before. Like I don't want to miss out on the story because I'm like talking over it the whole time, and I just figured nobody would like that. But you guys have wanted me to make videos like that, so ask and ye shall receive. Essentially, that's how I'm gonna do it. And if I do it and you guys are like, this sucks, there's like whole gaps of you not saying anything during cutscenes, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, and maybe I'll go back to the edited guides. We'll see, but I gotta try different stuff, and you guys have really been asking for that, and I figured Final Fantasy XII was the perfect game to start with, because I never beat Final Fantasy XII. I barely even played it when it first came out, and I just got rocked. Shadow Dragon. By the way, I'm just out here getting some XP because my merits were down, and trying to decide if I want to play with my pup or not. Kind of trying to figure that out by like just messing with it for a little bit, see if it's fun. I haven't played pup in a long time, so it's hard to know. I got that weapon skill. What's it called? Shijin Spiral. That was a stuttering mess because I don't have, what is it? Stringing Pummel. I never got a Stringing Pummel, and I should just get it at this point, but you know, I don't know if I want to put all that effort in and play pup for 10 seconds. Have you guys ever done that? I am babbling beyond nonsense. So check out the Final Fantasy XII Let's Play. That'll be coming out Wednesday and Thursday, I think. Obviously, because there's like no editing involved, those can come basically out as fast as I can play, which still isn't a ton, but should be, I'm hoping, 2 a week. So we'll see. And let me know what you think. Anyways, so Final Fantasy XIV, more Final Fantasy news, has been undergoing a DDoS attack. Direct denial of service? Something, what's this first D? I should know this. And for like about a month. And a lot of people have been experiencing disconnects, slowdown, Pamama's not fighting because I didn't tell him to. Just general annoying gameplay. And they've been combating it pretty well when it was focused on them. So this attack has gone 2 different directions. One, the attack was directly on their servers, and they were holding that off pretty well. I never noticed a damn thing. And then they started attacking the ISPs directly. That started to impact a lot of players, slow down. And I noticed it one day when I was at home playing. I think I did a trial, a Ravana. It was like a trials roulette, and I got pulled into a Ravana fight, and like half the people were disconnecting. We were all just chatting about it, like what was going on. And obviously it depends on your ISP, depends on where you're located, what server nodes you go throughout the states. I'm not sure if they're attacking anywhere outside of the states. But anyways, this has been going on forever. They just like continue to attack Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know why. Now that they're attacking the ISPs, though, I do believe other MMOs have started to be affected. Guild Wars 2 had some impacts there. So it's a pain. I don't understand it. I've never understood the desire to just like annoy. Nice armor break. Oh, that was armor break, wasn't it? Was the skill chain light? No, it was I did a ground strike. Still cool though. So it's just a bummer. I don't know. Let me know if you guys have been affected. Any of you noticed that? I haven't actually personally been affected in terms of like my quality of play. I haven't gotten any disconnects or even slowdowns, but I have been in groups that like everybody else was getting disconnected. So I think it's kind of like a luck of the dice, luck of the draw right now on how you're being routed. I've heard that using VPNs and choosing different servers to be routed to right now, if you're experiencing slowdowns, has fixed it for some. So let me know if you're having those problems. I can maybe give you some direction on where to go. Don't these mosquitoes give you like a shitload more, but they're like harder? So bummer, but yeah. Disney's D23 Expo, which apparently happens every year, but I don't really pay attention to because I'm not like, you know, following Disney regularly. Now my fiance, by the way, I've kind of like mumbled this a couple times. I'm gonna have an official announcement video, but for those of you that follow enough to watch my Hunt for Game News, Katie and I got engaged. I proposed a couple months ago. Wow, a few months ago. I'm really behind. I've been wanting to make a super special video about it. And because I want to make a super special video about it, I haven't made a video. So I'm going to get to that. But I wanted to tell you guys, I keep like kind of mumbling past it. Anyways, back to D23. So she loves D23, or loves Disney. But surprisingly, a lot of like game news has come out of D23. So we got the first trailer we've seen in God knows how long for Kingdom Hearts 3. All in like the Toy Story world. It looks awesome. So I always kind of like tiptoed around Kingdom Hearts when I was when it first came out. I didn't actually get to play it. I didn't own it, and then I tried to replay it, or I tried to play it later, and it was just kind of dated and tough for me to play. But I'm really excited about the new one. I love the concept, the world binding, the world combining of, you know, Square Enix and Disney. I just think there's a lot of cool characters that can interact that like would never interact in a million years for any reason. Super pumped about Kingdom Hearts 3. Finally got a date, sort of 2018, but it's still so loose I can't like be super excited. But the video footage we've seen of just like the gameplay in Toy Story World, it's just really cool. I mean, it looks just like the movies. I mean, obviously there's a little bit of graphical fidelity that they're missing, but really impressed with what they've done so far. Only Japanese voices so far, so we can't hear like the actors we know and love that portrayed those characters, unless you originally watched the Japanese version, I guess. Although it was kind of funny hearing a Japanese Donald Duck. Like, they did the Donald Duck voice, but it was all Japanese. I'd never heard that before. So that's cool. Looks awesome. Let me know if you're a huge Kingdom Hearts fan and what I should do. Like, should I really try and go back and play the originals? There are a bunch of remakes now. I think I have the PS3 remasters, which I'd probably buy the, like, even later remaster. Or is it just too old? Is it too late? Should I read a summary and try and like pick up what's going on? I feel like there was like some core concepts to this story that I don't know if I can like pick up in just like a wiki article. I don't know if that's good enough. So let me know. Also, some background storytelling. There was like a behind the scenes of the story for Star Wars Battlefront 2. Obviously also owned by Disney and EA, I guess. Really excited about Star Wars Battlefront 2 single player, despite all the negative stuff flying around right now about how did I get that Earth one? Did I just screw up? Yeah, I must have just screwed up. A lot of negative stuff going around right now with like Battlefront 2 possibly being pay to win, with a lot of questionable methods of payment models. Stuff that you normally see in mobile is like creeping up in Star Wars Battlefront 2 because they're trying to do, you know, free DLC for everybody, which is great, but not at the cost of like ruining everybody's experience otherwise. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that. I hope that ends up not being as bad as it sounds right now. I don't know if enough of the details to go into more detail than that, just that people have been concerned, questionable business choices going on with Star Wars Battlefront 2. But the single player is still single player, and we haven't had a single player Star Wars game in a while. So EA or not, I'm willing to give it a shot. I think they did a great job with the Battlefield 1 story. So I'm excited to see what they can do, especially with the graphics of. I mean, that would just be a really fun single player experience to play. So excited to see what they do with that. But point is, they're going a little bit into the. There was a bit of a trailer showing like some of the behind the scenes. Had no idea that what's his name, Paul Blackthorne. He was briefly on the Dresden TV series, which was not very good, as Dresden. But then also more famously as Detective Lance on Arrow, who I love him on that show. He's in the game. He's one of like the side characters alongside the main character. I don't know. He's part of the Empire. I don't know what his role is, but just excited to see that he's a part of the project. I'm not gonna lie, it gets me way more excited to play it because I love that guy. He's awesome. So bumps. But I know there's a lot of reservations about this next one, and I hope it's all wrong because I'd love to have a fun Star Wars Battlefront game that is deeper than Star Wars Battlefront 1, getting closer to the PS2 versions. You know, with modern flair and some changes. I want it to be good. So, that's pretty much it for this week. Let me know everything I was saying about Albion Online, what you guys are playing, what you think of the D23 Expo. And as always, subscribe if you're new. We've got plenty of videos coming each week. This is kind of the weirdest video I currently do weekly right now, is the Hunt for Game News. And obviously this format is very different than I normally do it, so let me know if you just hated this. If this was the worst, you want me to go back to how I was doing it before. Because I will. Obviously, I'm jumping in and out of playing games. I'm half focusing on the game, half focusing on the game news. So it's different. I know it's different. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't. Speak with your dislikes. I will listen. I will hear you. And as always, have a good week, guys. I've got a bunch of videos coming out this week. Obviously, I'm trying out the 2 new Final Fantasy XII Hunt for Let's Plays, so they'll be coming out, I think, Wednesday and Thursday, hopefully. And then more videos come later in the week. So super pumped about that. Final Fantasy month is in full swing with Final Fantasy XI, 12, and 14 all happening simultaneously. So that's been interesting. And but yeah, have a great week, everybody, and check it back for the next video, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Peace. As always, guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, you should totally think about subscribing. I've got videos coming out twice a week, and if you like this one, there's at least a chance you'll like some of the others that are very similar to this, so live dangerously. Let me know what you guys thought about the video in the comments, and other videos you'd like to see. And finally, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Huntin for Games to keep up with all the latest stuff. See ya!